You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you minds, what are the gaming drag? Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Kody's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! Hey, I saw that you didn't charge me for the extra serving they put in there. Huh? Oh, that. That was the last bit of the serving tray. So we usually just give it away so we can get out the next one. Consider it your lucky day, or whatever. I'm happy for you, bro. Right. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks. With your meals in hand, you return to Carl, still absorbed in the handheld. Kody didn't take long to catch up to you, just as you had sat down to start editing. Conversation around the table centered around the game for the most part. Kody was chiming in where he could with what little he could grasp from what you were talking about. As the conversation shifted to other topics, he quickly ran out of things to say, having already caught Carl up to the current situation. Though you did think about the situation with the extra serving just now. Should you bring up what happened? Who cares? I don't know. It was interesting exchange for you, especially the extra serving you managed to score off of it. You decided against it. It wasn't necessary for them to know everything that you did. What they don't know won't hurt them. Actually, that's interesting. Oh! No. Yeah, that was a test. Trying to bring up the extra serving. Okay. You brought up the lucky circumstances you had in getting the extra bit of food you had. Huh. Now that you mention it, I thought it was weird you got extra. You usually just spend what you need. Yeah, well, college life isn't exactly extravagant eating. Can't argue with that. With the conversation dominating your attention, it took you longer to realize that you had all finished eating a while ago. With a bit of a start, Kody jumped out of his seat, quickly excusing himself to get back to his work. Oh, my timer's going off. It's about time I got back and open for the evening shift. Oh, if it's that late, we should probably be heading off to our next class by now, too. We can walk you to the main hall so you don't get lost again, Papa Bear. That would probably be for the best. It's on the way to our next classes, so it should be fine. The three of you returned back down the hall you came from. You should be able to find your way back from here, can't you, Kody? Yes, I think I recognize this part of the academy. Don't forget to drop by for your shift later, Cassian. I won't. Can't ruin the reputation of the honeysuckle, can I? Wait. Good, I'll take my leave. Well, it's nice to meet you, Carl. Good to meet you too, Kody. The guild. Something wrong, Cassian? Did you forget to tell them something? Forget? Did I forget something? Wake up, Cassian, wake up! Now that he mentioned it, something wasn't quite adding up. You weren't even sure why, but everything that had happened, everything that you'd said, it wasn't adding up. Something doesn't feel right. Carl, I think I've been lying to you. Lying? About what? Did you prank my food again with hot sauce? What? No, I haven't done that since middle school. I think he would have noticed if I put fucking hot sauce in his food. Oh yeah, well, so what is it? I'm not sure. I just feel like I haven't been honest with you. But you can't tell me what it is? Yeah. You scrounged around in your memories, but something seems to prevent you from coming to the forefront. Seriously, Cassie, you've been acting all kinds of weird today. You really sure you don't need to skip classes? That had been the third time Carl had asked you that, though this time there was a sense of urgency in his tone. Something familiar that still irked you just as it had the old days. You want something. Finally, you realize it! Look around. See how empty the halls are? You stopped for a moment, only now realizing that despite how full your classroom was earlier, there wasn't anyone in the halls. Come to think of it, despite there being the food missing from the canteen, the dining hall was notably empty the whole time. Yeah, what's up with that? There's this huge movie premiere that's happening today. Special discount, that's why it's a midday showing. What movie is so important that half the campus would leave over it? Wicked Witches 3, Return of the Cynic, Doge, and the Pursuit of the Wild Hunt. And it's all anyone's been talking about all month. Huh. Yeah, I remember now. What about our absent Kody, though? We already used a lot of sick days for things like this. Relax, that's why everyone skipped in class at the same time. We can't get individual demerits if we all leave at once. Right. Still, I don't think we should bail. I got 4 absent counts left after last year. Should probably save them for actual emergencies. Come on, we kept making plans to hang out and they always fall through. It's a perfect storm for a hangout. Besides, it's college life to have a little bit of fun. He's right. Seems like almost the entire school is bailed already. No point in staying if no one cares. Oh, this is an interesting dilemma. Why would anyone... What would be so corrupt about this, though? This is just having a little bit of fun. I don't know. Even if everyone's left, that shouldn't mean we just stop thinking for our own futures. Yeah, okay. We can always go on the weekend, even if it's full price. Our records will be worthless if it's just littered with red marks. Sheesh, when you put it like that, it actually makes me feel bad for suggesting it. But you are always the one keeping us from getting in trouble, just like always. Hey, Cassian! Carl, what's wrong? You turned around in time to watch a teary-eyed Carl lunged himself at you, engulfing you in a tight bro hug. Carl? I miss you, Cassian. I miss hanging out with you. I miss playing games with you. I miss this. I did too, Carl. It's been way too long. Carl held you tighter, and yet somehow you could feel yourself slipping away. I'm happy I got to see you. I hope you're doing all right, wherever you are. Please come home. Goodbye, Cassian. Carl, what are you saying? Carl! Carl! Your surroundings began to dim, fading into the blackness. Pulling away from Carl, you expected to see him begin to fade as well, only to find it was you who were fading away into nothingness. Before you could pull him close... Negative corruption detected. You're here again. The dark expanse had become a second home to you by now. If only it weren't so unstable. What? Was it all just a dream? It seems like no matter where you go, your mind will always find its way back here, Cassian. Alyssa? Gravity shifts, bringing your feet onto the matted grass and dirt of the familiar homestead. Alyssa standing there the same as the day you'd met her out in that forest. Ah, different Alyssa. Hello, Cassian. How are you feeling? Alyssa! You dashed into an embrace with Alyssa. Alyssa, you're okay! You are okay, aren't you? That's why you're still here. Yes, child, I'm okay. My physical body simply needs to rest more. Protecting us both from the crystal's collapse has sapped me of much of my power, beyond even the limits of a sage. I'm sorry, I really messed things up this time. If only I hadn't been fooled. It's because of me that we both... Hush now. All is well that ends well, Cassian. What you need to focus on right now is to make amends and deal with the aftermath. How will I do that? They've already determined my guilt, and the condition for forgiveness just seems impossible. I understand, child. I shoulder part of that responsibility. I can do naught else but feel that I have left you unprepared for the task ahead. But I have faith that you shall rise to the occasion. No one need tell the seed when it must break forth from the ground. It shall come naturally to you, my hero. In this I trust. Alyssa approached you, placing her soft hands under your chin, raising your gaze to meet hers. Now, there's no need to fret. You shan't be without assistance. Consider this my gift to you, for your journey ahead. As Alyssa covered your eyes with one hand, you were covered in a far more tangible darkness. Her other hands traced down your chest towards your heart as it spiked in response to her magi reaching out towards yours. Your heart remains as pure as I had imagined it to be. Cassian, within you sleeps a wonderful potential. Allow me to set it free. All you can hear is her voice. The soft hums of some faraway melody filled your mind. You felt your body soften as the grass beneath your feet grew softer, ever gentle like the petals of a fresh blossom. Please, if not us, then at least him, as long as he remains safe. You felt as if you had heard these voices before, not just within dreams, but some memory that refused to stay put. I understand, but there will be consequences. I cannot guarantee both your safety, much less his once he gets there. That's fine. As long as he's alive, there's yet still hope. I see. I will do this in honor of our friendship, just this once. Thank you, Alyssa. That is all I ask. What was that? Ah! Primum non nocere, sic cod nos decurus est. Ita vestra venia precor, o judicar, et imperator previa. Io quod non intelligit, non vult, ergo non nulse. Alyssa? You called out to her in confusion, but received no reply. Her chanting increased in volume, growing louder and louder. Or you thought it did. It was no longer simply her voice, but a thrumming sensation that permeated your whole body, calling forth something dormant deep within. Fear began to grip you as this sensation was all-consuming, suffocating almost. It felt as if you were drowning in nothingness as it passed through every fiber of your being. Then, silence. Etiam quod dicta, et facta sunt, tandem non contingent. There, your powers of Null have grown. You can now call upon your own powers, without the need to borrow them from your companions. Thank you, Alyssa. It feels weird, honestly. It takes time to adjust, but you should be all right. Continue to nurture this power, Cassian. It will become the most beautiful flower in all of Arborea. Thank you, Alyssa. I'll do my best. I won't let your efforts be in vain. Her body began to shimmer beneath the inexplicable moonlight. Alyssa? It would seem that my spirit wanes. I can no longer linger here. Fret not, child. I merely must return to my physical body once more. Once more I shall be unable to see you and your companions off, but I am grateful to have found you here just as before. It's okay, Alyssa. It's okay. I'm happy that I get to meet you at all, even in dreams. I shall inform the others of the situation at hand. Perhaps they will provide their guidance where I could not. The others, ma'am? Yes, the other sages. Oh, I've actually met them. They're quite the colorful group. I should have hoped so. The fall of the Guardian Crystal seems to have caused a great disturbance in Arborea's Magi field. If you've already met them, then this should make things easier. Remember, Cassian, your power derives from the state of your heart and mind. All of our powers combined will be for naught if you cannot channel it appropriately. I understand, ma'am. Her outlines began to flicker. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!